Good morning, good afternoon to my East Coast friends. And thank you for bearing with me. I know I keep getting later. Maybe I need to move the time on this. It's hard to wake up sometimes. Been kind of a weird week. Just it seems like every time I'm trying to do something, like 8 other things get in the way. But I'm here. We're hanging out, and thank you guys for bearing with me. I was sitting there trying to get the coffee made and get everything ready, and was thinking about everything going on, and I was like, I don't actually have like a specific topic in mind today, because originally this weekend I was going to be going out and doing a bunch of photo shoots today, and then tomorrow I've got an author social. If you guys are here in Las Vegas, you've probably seen me posting about it. The Turning Pages used to be known as Coffee House Tours. We are now Turning Pages, and we're focusing on building the author community. So once a month we hold this social. So we'll be out in Boulder City tomorrow doing a social, couple of hours, just have coffee, network with other authors, readers. If you're even if you're just a reader and you want to kind of get to know some of the authors in the community, definitely feel free to come out. It'd be nice to see you. I'm friends with a lot of readers and local authors, so I'm hoping that we get a pretty decent group tomorrow. It'll be the first one. But yeah, I'm doing that, and then I will be busy fangirling over Bruce Borges and Michael Beckner at Mad Red Books, a great bookstore and wonderful authors. One I happen to be very fortunate enough to be friends with. And then on Sunday, I had planned to be releasing Lust and then doing the half marathon. Well, for a number of reasons, plans have changed. If you are part of my Mackenzie Raven readers, you know that the release of Lust got pushed back by a month. I tried, guys, I really did. I wanted to get it out. I did everything I could to stay focused and keep going. Unfortunately, I have had to admit temporary defeat with this medication. It has just kicked my butt. So I'm trying. I really am. I'm still working on things. Things are still progressing, but I'm not where I should be, and the book is not where it should be. And I won't give you guys something that isn't the best it can possibly be, at least for what I can give. So it is still coming. I pushed it back from February 22nd to March 22nd. And now we're just going to call it an early birthday present, because my birthday is on the 23rd of next month. So I will be celebrating by releasing the book early, a day before. Well, not early, like now, but a day before my birthday. So yeah, this is, it's been kind of a weird week. It's been a reminder. Said best, best laid plans often go awry. Well, this has definitely been one of those weeks. I'm not going to be doing the photo shoots today, although for health reasons that's probably best. It was supposed to be out in the desert. I am still fighting the skin cancer, so with the it doesn't matter how much sunscreen you put on. I mean, I glow in the dark, and even with sunscreen, I still manage to end up where I'm at. So I will be kind of happily not doing that, and hopefully we can postpone that too. I do enjoy doing the photo shoots. It's always fun to see the photographer's vision, so I'm excited to do that. I'm just, let's get past all the treatment and everything first. Sorry, coffee break. Definitely needed. But tomorrow is still on track. I think tomorrow is the day that didn't change. So if you are out in Boulder City, or if you happen to be in the Las Vegas area and you want to take a little road trip, please come out and see us. It'll be a lot of fun. And yes, of course, Poe will be with me. And while plans may have changed, today and tomorrow is still the Health and Wellness Expo here in Las Vegas, and that is still always fun to check out. I actually, again, if you guys follow me at all, I'm not a runner, so the whole signing up to do the half marathon thing, it's for my friend Jimmy. He's a wonderful human being who I think hates me a little bit, trying to convince me that running is a good thing. But Bria, my lovely trainer here, well, post trainer, but She's so cute. I mean, how could you not love her? She and Poe will be with me, and we are going to still go check out the Health and Wellness Expo. So I'll have some pictures and stuff of that later on. Still a good reminder that there are always tons of things going on. And then next weekend, I'll be hiking. I kind of made like a whole hiking weekend plan. Again, we'll see plans and their ability to go off the rails. But I'm looking forward to it. And so again, health, hopefully I'll find some more good things. A couple years ago at the Health and Wellness Expo, I discovered a running shoe brand. It was just coming out at the time, called Ons. They are actually what I wear almost exclusively now, just because they are shockingly comfortable. But I'm curious to see what we find today. And then Nell, the mixologist from the happy hour last week, and a couple of you have asked for the recipe. She's getting it. She did mention in the video that she kind of just create by feel, but she can give you the ingredients and kind of the rough estimate of what she did. And then she's one of those sort of season to taste kind of girls. So once you have her basic measurements, you can always tweak it and add a little more of this and a little more of that, or a little less of something, whatever kind of fits your style. And then for those asking about the luster dust, I can give you where I get it, but it is a local place. I'm not sure if they ship. I will find out. Otherwise, I can find out from her, or I believe they sell it on Amazon. But I will definitely get that information out to you. And then she will be going with me. So we'll be hanging out. I'm sure there will be pictures of both of us hanging out, checking out things today. And then a few of you did ask about Sarah's books and her Medusa series. So we'll be talking more about that in March, on March 13th at the next author happy hour. And she did mention that she is aiming for a June release. So I will get some links the next time she posts some things, and I'll post them here as well. Thank you guys to everybody who has been checking out the Raven Readers. I know I suck at trying to consistently post in there. I'm doing my best to get better at it. I really am. I get these bursts, I think, of like inspiration. I'm like, oh, I'm going to post pictures of this and tell people about this. And then either the voice in my head that goes, nobody cares. Why are you bothering with that? Or I lose it and I post like 3 or 4 things, and then I have no inspiration again for like a week. I'm trying to get better. So I know I keep saying this, but bear with me. I'm doing what I can to learn. No, Bria, don't fall. I just want to hang out with Poe for a second. I think she got jealous. She tried to run away. But yeah, Poe and I will be out there. Bria will be with us because, she is a trainer, Health and Wellness Expo. And like I said, I don't have a lot really planned to talk about today. It's been so chaotic trying to have plans and then trying to change them and trying to modify things. But I think that that's a good reminder just in life that you can have all these plans, and don't beat yourself up when things kind of go off the rails, when things change from what you expected. It can be tough. It can, and it can be frustrating to try to re-coordinate, especially if it was something you were really looking forward to. I'm so excited to get blessed out to you guys. I'm so excited to continue on with the series. And I gotta be honest, the book that I am the most excited about in the series is actually Wrath. It's number 5. That's Samaya, for those that have read the series. I feel like I've connected with her, and she is just a feisty little 14-year-old, and I'm 40, don't worry about it. But there's just something about her that I've definitely connected with, so I'm super, super excited. But that doesn't mean that I'm not enjoying Asmara and Lust. I am. But I'm just excited to get to that next book. So I'm definitely excited, and I'm happy to be getting these things out. But I think it threw me when I got so sick, and there were days that I'd come home and I would stare at the computer and I would want to write, and I would have this whole plan, and I knew whose perspective was next, and I knew kind of the basics of what was going to happen, I guess like a mental outline. I had all these plans, I had all these thoughts, all I had to do was sit and write. And my brain just would not focus, like, at all. And so I would stare at the screen, and then all of a sudden I would realize I had been doing that for like an hour and a half. And I'd written like 2 paragraphs. And that can be a little defeating. It can be frustrating. So I think it's just been hard. It's been a week where everything's sort of twisted from the original plan, and I just wasn't able to harness that momentum that I had thought I had. So, but I guess if you're having one of those struggle battle times, if things aren't going the way you planned or the way you thought or the way you hoped, well, no, same boat. You know, just know you're not alone. Know that, just stick with it. Yeah, just stay focused and be kind to yourself. Acknowledge that maybe it was just a bad day and you'll try again tomorrow. As for me, I unexpectedly had like this nail pop off. This one got broken at the day job. I had to go fix a shuffle machine at the casino. And so another unexpected little side twist. I won't be hanging out in the desert today, but now, a week early, I will be getting my nails redone because they're all messed up, and once you mess up more than one, they make you just redo them, which is fine. But again, see, it just, whatever you plan. That's why I don't do like New Year's resolutions, and I don't do like set itineraries as much as possible. I set goals. I will accomplish this eventually. I have to-do lists because sometimes they get rearranged. This weekend is a prime example of that. So Poe and I are going to head out, and Bria, of course. We're gonna go get this taken care of real quick, get it out of the way, and then hit the Health and Wellness Expo. And I'm feeling a little bit better today, so I'm hoping to come back and get some real good dedicated writing time in later so I can get, not caught up, obviously. The book is not coming out on Sunday, but at least get to a much better, because I'm almost done with, the writing part, I shouldn't say. I'm rewriting, I'm editing, I'm getting final things taken care of, which is why I had planned to be done. But rewrites can take just as long, well, close to as long as writing the book. Once you go through the edits and you realize, oh, there's a plot hole here, or there's a twist there, there's a character name that happened that was actually in my first book, because when I first wrote it, I wrote the first third of it, I think, quarter of it. And then I waited like 8 years, I'm not kidding, like 8 years to finish writing the book. And then I changed the name of the love interest. I didn't even realize I did it because I never went back through and read. I knew the story, I knew where we were going, and I knew the main character. So I just kept writing. I kind of skimmed the last section of the last chapter and went, oh, okay, that's where we were. And then I just went. And it wasn't until the edits that I realized I have 2 completely different names of the love interest here. So I had to go in and change it. I also changed the main character's middle name. Forgot about that. Didn't realize I did it. So I had to go through and I had to find them all and I had to fix them. And then I had a reason when it comes to the middle name. Her middle name was actually based on someone in her family, but that was no longer relevant to the story. So I had to go through and take those couple little parts out. So rewrites can take a while too, especially if you've, like Partners in Crime started out as a completely different story, and it was rewritten 5 times before we were like really happy with it. And I'm not talking about like tweak and edit here, add a sentence there. I mean full on start to finish complete rewrites. So it even standalones can definitely take some time. And when you're doing a series, it's a different monster, because you got to make sure that it flows correctly from the previous book, and you're setting up the next book, and you're following the overall series arc of everything, but you also want to make sure that that book has its own story and beginning, middle, and end. And so there's definitely a different monster to that, a different mindset. So I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys what you deserve, and then I'm giving the character what she deserves. So I know I keep saying, like I said, I really didn't have a topic in mind today because everything has changed so much that even this didn't really have a plan anymore. But thank you guys for hanging out and waiting for me a couple minutes and for joining me again. And I will definitely be looking forward to talking to you guys next week. Hopefully, since I have a much simpler plan for the week and the weekend, things will stay a little bit more on track. But we'll find out. And if not, we'll enjoy the craziness together. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go get everything going and started for whatever the new plan is for the weekend. And I hope that whatever you guys are doing, things stay at least as close to plan as possible. And of course, as always, you stay caffeinated.